Hi, and welcome as we take a tour through Brushy Creek Regional Trail Greenbelt. We're going to take a look at Brushy Creek Lake Park, Champion Park, going through the trail to visit Olson Meadows Park, as well as Creekside Park, which is at the very end of the tour, which includes a pool and a pond. We're going to start off at Brushy Creek Lake Park. This park is maintained by the city of Cedar Park and was also built with bonds and grants from Cedar Park and the Texas Parks and Wildlife. And this park has a kind of a primitive soccer field, also has a pavilion for birthdays, lots of picnic tables, and also has a splash park, which is open during the summertime, as well and a Lake Creek Loop Trail as well. As we go along the trail, you can see to the right that there's the lake, and you can also see that you can rent canoes and kayaks to go into the pond, and there's a couple people right there as well. Now the trail width throughout the entire trail is pretty much 8 feet wide, and sometimes including areas right around here when it's really busy, it can be kind of a problem because some people like to walk together in a group, and if you're riding a bike and you're trying to pass people and it's kind of crowded like it was that afternoon, it can be a squeeze to get through, so that can be kind of a problem. And as we go along, you can see there's benches spaced out about every tenth of a mile along the trails along the greenbelt. And this area is definitely not ADA accessible. It's really steep, and it's really easy to get going really fast when you're on a bike. And now we're moving on to a different type of trail surface, which is the crushed granite. There's a couple of problems with the crushed granite, and that is when it rains, it tends to wash out, and that's partly the reason why they put the limestone bricks along the edges, because it kind of holds in some of the wash, as well as it kind of adds a human touch and a little bit of coherency, because this area of the trail is kind of wooded. It's also one of my favorite parts of the trail because of the limestone walls that you have along there. Champion Park is really cool. It's the most recent park, and it was made possible by a couple of grants as well as some donations of private property. This is really cool. This is the largest sandbox that I've ever seen, and it's kind of neat because it has an area for parents to sit on, as you saw earlier. The trail also provides some informational little plaques about the vegetation and history of the area. And on my left is actually Brushy Creek Road, so you get cars whizzing by quite often. I really like this park and this greenbelt, or the hike and bike trail, because it just has enough little mystery going along here, as well as coherency, because it's the underbrush is maintained, so you don't feel like you're stuck in the woods and somebody's going to jump out at you. Keep it interesting by not having the trail be straight all the time. And now we're going to enter Olson Meadows Park, which is basically what it says it is. It's a huge meadow, and it offers kind of a rest to your visual acuity as it opens up into this really big meadow and gives you a little bit of break from the kind of squished in feeling that you get from the trees, so it's kind of a relief as well. And recently they added these trees in here about a year ago. It used to be kind of boring when you went along this area, but since they added the trees, it added a little bit of complexity. So now it's kind of really cool. And this is Olson Meadows Park. It's also kind of a new addition as well. It includes a play area and a pavilion. So it's kind of more like a neighborhood park, really. It's also another access point from neighborhoods over there as well. Here's some more of the meadows. And now we're entering Creekside Park. And this park this is one of the older parks. It's been there for, gosh, at least 25, 30 years. And it has a pool. And it's classified as a special use park, but I'm not quite sure why, because it has different things available, including a little basketball court, as well as a pond. And this is really is one of the areas that to me is really special, because this is where I played a lot when I was really little, was at the pond. And it's come a long way. And we used to feed the ducks. During the summertime, we'd come up there, and this is a nice area to feed ducks. The water's kind of low right now, but it does serve as a retention facility. It's a nice bench to kind of watch people. It kind of has a prospect refuge kind of area, because in the summertime you're kind of shaded by the trees, so you can watch the ducks. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed 403.